I'm getting ready for the comments about my hat.
Live.
And we're live. What's up, everybody? How we doing today?
We're alive.
We got episode
He got something
190.
Here he comes.
190. Here we go.
Everybody calm down. It's
Calm
been
down.
a wild and wacky morning here.
Yeah, it's been wild. All right.
Big wild.
Hashtag deers.
Hashtag deers. Get it trending, everyone. Hashtag deers.
Hashtag deers.
R.I.P. deer.
Yeah,
R.I.P. that
Yeah,
one
we
deer.
haven't mentioned that deer is probably dead as
Oh, he's
fuck.
dead.
Yeah, he is
Certainly dead.
gone.
No.
Wait, where
He
was
shook
it?
it off.
Was this on
On Route 2.
495 or where was this?
Route 2. Yeah, he's
had it.
toasted.
I could probably take it.
So,
AJ, you see him get up, you get out of your car and just start.
Alrighty.
My car didn't kill you, but I will.
I like the rubber on it.
Power to you, man. Ambulance is coming like 15. You want to sit and chill for a minute, or?
you want to get a drink or something?
Alrighty,
Need
let's
some
get
water?
into it here.
Let's get down. Let's get down to business. Woo. All right. Is this 198? Is this
198, that's right.
Yes, that's correct.
We got episode 198. Hashtag fuck all you deers who think you can go across the road and not have consequences.
Fuck them.
That's
Fuck 'em.
right.
Who do
That's
they
right.
think they are? Just
I
going
am.
across the road?
All I know is Santa Claus is missing 3 deers on his sleigh now.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Yeah, Santa Claus is fucked. He's gonna have to go find some more reindeer. All right,
is
how's
the
everyone doing today?
We're doing good.
I'm
How
doing
you
good.
doing?
I'm actually in a great mood today.
Yeah?
I actually am. Yeah.
I like the bucket hat. You got pineapples on it.
Yes, sir.
Got
You
bandana.
got
Yeah,
flower bandana and flower shorts.
I got it all.
Flower
I got
shirt.
it. I got it going on.
And what's going on?
and the
All
That's what
right.
I said when I walked in.
Is it a special occasion or?
No, I just decided to dress up a little bit. It's Thursday.
And he says he loves the hat.
It's tie-dye Eve, right?
Oh, it is. It is.
All right.
Thank you, NB the QB.
Kevin, I like the Wiggle Knobber shirt. Wiggle Knobber. What's the definition?
Yeah, read it to us. Oh, here, I'll read it. The action of one pop dart sticking to another pop dart's opposing suction cup. Now it's an eye test. This action inevitably leads to extreme celebration. See also popdartsgame.com.
Just
A
a
little
subtle
plug.
little
All
reference
right.
to their website.
Cool.
They deserve the plug.
No, they deserve
They made a
it.
great game.
They keep messaging
Shout out
me on.
Pop Darts.
They keep sending me like videos on Instagram, on DMs.
Yeah,
Like,
they
send-
comment on our stuff too.
Yeah, they send me like Sports Center stuff. Like it was like
Really?
Michael, like Battle of the Michaels, like Michael Scott versus MJ.
In the basketball. I saw that post.
They DM'd it to us there and with like laughing emojis and stuff.
Nice.
They seem like good, cool people. I don't know.
Great. No,
They
no.
seem friendly.
No, they were really nice. The guy reached out. That the reason why Kevin has that shirt is the guy like commented on the co-founder commented on our YouTube video.
Yeah.
Saying we want to send Kevin a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's dope.
See, look at that, Kevin. You get yourself a
Championship
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Look at you, you hot riser.
Hot rod.
Hilarious.
Look at you.
All right, you want to hit us with the intro?
Yeah, I thought you were almost gonna forget that for a
I would
minute.
never.
All right.
Oh, you have.
I know a lot.
Make sure you guys like it, subscribe, turn your notifications on, so if any reindeers decide to go across the road, you will know when they're coming. Anyway, on a serious note, we have videos that come out, as you guys know. We had Office Games come out last night. We have a new snack time coming out tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and then tomorrow, Friday, jam shots. Mug shots will come out tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern
Jam
Time.
shots.
And yeah, we got a lot to talk about, especially up here in Boston. We had a lot bit of turmoil, but I'll let the ostrich take that away. Make sure you put comments into them. Disappointed. Put in your fucking comments. I don't care if a deer puts in a comment. Somebody put in a comment.
Let's get some viewer questions.
and
maybe
Nick-
today.
Yeah.
I think
and-
we've been slacking on viewer questions.
We'll get some viewer
And Nick,
questions.
most importantly, what is coming up? We got Father's Day coming up.
We do.
We do.
We got some Father's Day
Shout out to all the
designs,
dads.
bat mugs, jam shots, bottle openers.
Sure.
10 ounce.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Get your Father's Day mugs
Shout
before
out
it's
to
too
all
late.
The fathers, the dads, the daddies.
When would you say it's like the cutoff?
Mm,
A few weeks or?
No cutoffs. Just buy your
Yeah,
mugs.
buy your fucking mugs.
Top of the order. Get them out in a day.
Hey, if you
Alright.
want your mugs, buy your top of the order.
sooner the
Highly
better.
recommend it.
Good job, TC.
The
Pay
sooner the
express shipping.
better.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, if you're forgotten, that might be a good idea. If you're doing a little late, then maybe you should pay for the express shipping.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into
We've
it.
all forgotten gifts before, right?
Yeah.
Not
Yes.
just me.
Yeah. Many times.
We've all forgotten who our dad was.
Yeah, we all don't know who our dad is, right?
All right, Brad Stevens.
Ask your mother.
Call your mother, tell her you're dead.
Call your mother. Find out who your real father is.
All right, shall we get into it?
Yeah, we can get into it.
So,
All right, the Boston Celtics president, Danny Ainge, retires, and Brad Stevens
Retires.
is taking over.
He's gonna come back after a year.
Bullshit.
Celtics?
He'll be not to the Celtics.
Yeah.
They were saying the Utah Jazz could be a team he could go to and stuff.
Go to
like
the
that.
Wizards.
He won't retire. He'll definitely take a year or two off, and then he'll find someone will hire him.
how old is he?
He needs 62.
60s.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not like.
The only thing is, so I'm not in any way, shape, or form going to act like I saw this coming. But remember when he had a heart attack a year or two ago?
He said that was the start of him
And
realizing.
he said when that happened, he was like, I got to start thinking about my future and stuff. So am I surprised that this happened as quick as it did? Absolutely. I mean, I wasn't expecting this to happen the day after the season ended, although they talked about this for probably months in advance. But more shocking is that Brad Stevens got the job.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying he's going to be bad at the job or anything like that. I'm cautiously optimistic that he can do well in that position. But I just don't know. 'Cause he's never had that type of power before.
experience.
Never had that much power.
They supposedly love him though. There, they say this is what he's made for.
I just can't believe that after having the
fuck that
season that you
means?
guys had, that you decide, you know what we should do? We should promote someone. I think
Right.
that's stupid.
Right.
I mean, listen, Brad Stevens might not be the wrong choice for the job. He's a brilliant basketball mind. He knows a lot about the game. He might even be a better GM than coach because I think one of his biggest followings as a coach was the fact that his management of people. And that was a huge aspect of coaching that isn't as much of an aspect as GM.
Yep.
Because you're more X and O's, more behind the scenes guy. But
That's-
still,
that's why I'm
how do you
cautiously optimistic.
why do you promote mediocrity? Like he was mediocre at best this year.
Yeah.
And you're promoting him. I just think that's just I don't know.
The
I
writing
think
was
it's
on the wall. I think a long time ago.
I think they decided this like towards the beginning of the season. They just kept it under wraps. Obviously, they
I think
can't let
Ainge
that
said
come
this
out.
is my last year. You know,
And they were
start
just
thinking about someone else.
kind of grooming Brad Stevens into that role. Because, like you said, Johnny, I think that why I'm cautiously optimistic that he can do well in this role and that he can be a better GM than a coach is because he knows his basketball. He knows his X's and O's. He has a very high IQ when it comes to the game. He is not a personable person. He is not a guy or a head coach. He's not going to be out there being all enthusiastic. He doesn't seem like a guy that stands
He's not
up
a
for his
rah-rah guy
players.
either.
He doesn't talk a lot. He doesn't swear. He doesn't show emotion. And, guys like that, this past year I didn't like him on the sidelines because he doesn't show emotion. They're getting
who
bad
does show
calls or
emotion?
something. What happened?
you know who would show him a lot of emotion?
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett.
Sleep, baby.
So-
Put the bets in.
I don't think Kevin Garnett would be the head coach, but I can see him being an
Assistant
assistant depending on who they hire. If they hire Sam Cassell, I can absolutely see Kevin Garnett being an
Yeah,
assistant
Sam-
coach.
I agree with that.
I can see that. I cannot see him being a head coach. I just don't
They're
know
not going to
if
get
that.
rid of who. I don't think they're going to get rid of who they have in there, though.
What do
You
you
think
mean?
they're going to get rid of that Jay?
He's the favorite right now. He's the
I
favorite to be the head coach.
I think they need a completely
No, they
new
do.
voice.
They do.
They need a completely new
100%
voice.
agree.
Because no offense, Jay was in that locker room. Like, don't tell me,
No.
it was Brad Stevens. He was in the locker room too.
I 100% agree.
Who Tatum wants is
Evan Turner.
Evan Turner.
Yeah,
Coach,
that's
that makes
another
no
guy.
sense, man.
He was an assistant coach all year. I didn't see him once on the sideline. Where the fuck was he? He wasn't around all year.
Turner, yeah.
box.
Another person who I think would be a good candidate is Becky Hammond, the assistant
that'd be an interesting
on the
choice.
Spurs, because
Yeah.
she learned from Coach Popovich,
idea.
That'd be
the
great.
greatest,
Yeah.
one of the greatest coaches of all time.
Yeah.
She's very well respected across the
Yeah,
league.
people love her.
People love her. I think she would be a solid choice too.
You don't think though that might be a replacement for Popovich down in San Antonio?
Could-
I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
probably is what
And
the
that-
Spurs
and
are
if
trying
she
to
doesn't-
do. Yeah.
He's already gone.
He's already left.
He only did one.
Yeah,
It was a
I
one
think
and done.
I think he was more just there as like
after
a
1 year, he was
moral
like,
support
This isn't for me.
type of, yeah.
After 1 year, he was like, "Nah, this isn't for me."
Yeah.
That's why, I don't think Kevin Garnett would really want that responsibility because that's a big, that's a full time.
Yeah, but
thing,
he's
you know
the
what
type
I mean?
of guy that would embrace that.
He would embrace it. Yeah, I'm not going to argue that, but it's a lot of responsibility. It's going to take up your entire life.
Well, here,
Just
here's
starts shit talking his own players.
He's gonna get ejected every game.
Yeah, like,
he's get thrown out.
He's gonna tell like Tatum, I fucked your wife.
Hey, you scored 50, well, I scored 69 in 6.
Like, you gotta remember the type of dude that Kevin Garnett was in the league.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
I don't think
Fuck
that's
you,
a head coach
motherfucker.
kind of guy.
And fuck your bitch.
Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah,
If Kevin Garnett became the head coach of the Celtics in the first 2 minutes of his first game, I would absolutely see him just getting ejected, just getting fucking crazy.
He was
just
a
getting-
menace.
He was a
in
menace.
the NBA.
Dude, he was calling Charlie Villanueva a cancer patient on the court and stuff like that.
What?
Joakim Noah like looked up to Kevin
yeah.
Garnett growing up, and he like
Bullied
first
him
game
because
rookie
of it.
Joakim Noah goes up against Kevin Garnett. He's like goes up against him. He's like, dude, like I'm such a big fan. Like I idolized you growing up. Like I had your poster on my wall. He goes, fuck you and your poster. He goes, I don't give a fuck if you had my poster in your room. The dude was an absolute savage. Carmelo Anthony, your wife tastes like Honey Nut
Yeah,
Cheerios.
Honey Nut
Like
Cheerios.
come on.
That's awesome.
Come on. I
Do
can
you
only
think-
imagine the things he'd say wearing a suit on the sideline.
This is an interesting thought that I've heard a lot.
Hey, Doc Rivers, fuck you, pal.
This is an interesting thought that I've heard a lot about coaches, about
love
coaching, is that star players generally can't be great coaches because they've always succeeded in their career, and like they've worked hard in their career, but they don't know what it's like to be a struggling player.
I
So
can-
that's why a lot of
definitely
Great player does not make a
I
great
could
coach.
never see someone like MJ or LeBron being head coach. Never.
MJ's more of an owner.
More
Obviously,
of
he
a
is,
known.
but I'm
And
just
he's
saying.
not a good owner either.
So, I mean, the stars that we've seen become coaches. I mean, Larry Bird was a good coach.
yeah.
He was a coach.
was a
as
good
well.
GM
Bill
too.
Russell.
Yeah, like
Bill
Bill Russell,
Russell, but he
obviously.
was
I think
more
it's-
of
I
a-
think
That's different.
He's always been more
That's
of a
different.
player.
He was like a
Yeah.
coach, like
The
on
guy
the
that
court.
died.
Yeah.
Red
From
Auerbach?
Celtics. No,
No,
not him.
Casey Jones?
No, they
the guy died recently.
yeah.
Oh, Tommy Heinsohn.
Yes.
Tommy Heinsohn. Yep. All right.
But like in terms of like current stars, you have like Jason Kidd and Steve Nash. Steve Nash, we haven't really gotten a good chance
Steve
to see
Kerr.
what he's capable.
Steve
Kerr wasn't
He
a
was a
star.
role
He was a role
player.
player. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's an
So we're saying
example
star.
of
So
what
we're
I'm
saying like
talking about.
superstar.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
that's an
talking about
example
superstars.
of like good
Hall of Fame players.
Yeah, role
Yeah.
player.
Gotcha,
Like
gotcha.
played with a lot of like
Yeah.
amazing
Like
teams.
Rondo, someone like Rondo could be an amazing
Great
head
coach.
coach.
He'll be a
You
great
think
coach.
so?
Amazing
It's
head
not
coach.
Yeah, he'll be a great coach.
Rondo,
But yeah,
Rondo.
but like
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Jason Kidd, I don't
he's
think is very
one of
good
the.
coach.
He's like in
One of
his
the
late
smartest
30s.
basketball
He's still
minds.
one of the smartest basketball players. Like, you were saying, we joked about it, but like the Mavs, like coach of the Mavs, Rick Carlisle, was like Rondo's literally like calling out our own plays. Like he knows
Yeah.
what the opposing
Oh, yeah.
team's plays are.
That guy knows.
He's a
He's
genius.
also played for so many different
Sure,
teams.
right,
Like, he
but-
knows the
Right, he's
deal.
also
He
played
knows
with
the
a lot
ins
of
and the
great
outs.
minds. He's played
Absolutely.
with LeBron. He's played with
Absolutely.
Garnett. He's played with different guys.
Yeah.
Do you think LeBron would be a good coach?
No.
Are you kidding
Did
me?
you see what he did the other night?
No,
Yeah.
too much of an ego. I don't
Why
think.
can't I get a technical?
I don't think he would relate with players. I don't think
Yeah.
he'd really like.
I don't think people would want to play for him.
I don't think people want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think people would want to play for him.
Yeah.
The only reason why they play for him as a player is because they make him win championships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes them better as players, but when he's a coach, I can't see that.
Yeah.
When he can't go to the court and help out himself, I don't think.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't think that's
right,
gonna be.
right.
I don't think he'd also have any interest in coaching.
No, I don't think so either.
What about
He's
He's
about
gonna be an
movie
owner.
career.
He'll be an
Yeah,
owner.
he might own the Cavs
He'll,
one day.
he'll buy the Cavs.
buy the Dan
He'll buy
Gilbert
the
and
Cavs.
like, beat the shit out of Dan
That's
Gilbert
inevitable.
afterwards.
He'll play
He's gonna
one
go up
year.
to Dan Gilbert, say, "Yeah, you're worth shit. I'm worth everything. Hand me the team."
Yep.
Yeah, I mean he's already has partial ownership of the Red Sox too. A little bit of a stake in the Red Sox.
which
He's got Liverpool, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's part
Yep.
of that ownership
Yeah.
group.
He's had
It's the same-
ownership
yeah,
for there
same
for a
group,
while,
right?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
same-
same
yeah.
group.
It's the Fenway Group or
Yep.
something.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about Paul Pierce?
No,
I
he's,
wouldn't want him.
Have you seen what he's up to recently? We've talked
I
about
don't
would you
think
want?
I don't think
That
anyone
would be
wants
a
him
PR
as a head.
nightmare.
Yeah, I don't think. I literally was
fired
thinking
from
that.
ESPN,
I
hired
was
by
like,
the
why
Celtics.
wouldn't he work it as a coach? Well, PR.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
We got him for basically nothing.
He's doing it for free.
ESPN let you go. ESPN let you go. Why?
Sports nuts? Did he do that to set himself up to be a Celtics coach?
Oh.
Put that on the list. Put that on the list. Yeah, no. I mean, certain players like can be great head coaches, but even better players, I don't think they'd fit in as head coaches.
Yeah.
So like what you were saying, like the role
Like,
players, like
Kidd-
the Rondo, Steve Kerr.
Kid hasn't been a
Steve
good
Kerr's
coach.
great.
I don't like Kid as a coach.
I'm not the biggest Steve.
not
Will
a big
wants
Steve
Jason
Kerr
Kidd as
guy
the head
either.
coach.
No.
He didn't really like.
He's
It's not that he
had-
did bad in Milwaukee,
He
but
was
like
bad in Milwaukee. He was bad
Mike
in Milwaukee.
Budenholzer was much. He knows what to do with that team.
You
much
saw the
more than
difference
he
when
did.
Yeah, there was
as
a
soon as
very
Budenholzer
direct-
took
Was
over.
he the he coached the Nets too? He was the head coach
Yeah.
and they got Paul
And when
Pierce
they
and
were-
Garnett.
when
Yeah.
they were
and he
bad.
didn't know
They
what
were
the
bad.
fuck to do with that
No.
either. Granted, he was coaching guys that were years out of retirement.
Well, I mean,
but
they made the postseason.
they made the
first
They
year.
lost to the Heat, yeah.
like
But
they may have even lost to the Raptors.
I remember they lost to the Heat. I know they lost to the Heat
All right,
one of the
maybe they
years
beat
that they
the
were together.
Raptors.
Maybe it was another year. But yeah,
Who remembers?
who knows? But yeah, I mean, this was the Brad Stevens part was more shocking than the Danny Ainge part, to be honest. But now you just wait and see. I mean, Danny Ainge left Brad Stevens with stuff to work with, but he also left him a lot. He has to do a lot.
I think also this proves that, I kept asking you, like, oh, what would you do if you're GM of the Celtics? Like, oh, Ainge has a plan. Ainge had no plan.
Yeah, no,
had
Brad
no
Stevens has
plan.
to have a plan. All
The
these
reason why, and I'm going to say this as a Celtics fan, the reason why people would say that is because back, like with the Garnett days, we got caught up with, oh, wow, he pulled that trick. He pulled that out. He pulled the Ray Allen out. He pulled the Garnett out. And then even after that, like, he trades the number 1 overall pick for the 3rd and gets the same guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that takes brilliance. Like,
No,
and
That
in
takes
the
really
Paul
easy
Pierce
moves over the
in
years,
that Nets trade with
absolutely.
Paul Pierce and KG. I mean, getting all those future
the
picks.
Kyrie trade, but still on paper,
Kyrie
a great
trade. I don't
That was
care
still-
what.
yeah, it was
I don't
still-
care.
it was a good move
You could
still,
put me back
even
and
if it
you could
did.
put me in a time machine back to a few years ago when that happened. I'd say do that trade 100
sure.
times out of. You have to.
I think most people.
Isaiah Thomas couldn't walk. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I love the guy, and like, it sucks that that's the way that I had to go. But
And
like,
here's the thing: it was his call.
It was
to
his
play.
call, exactly.
The Celtics
I
didn't
know.
say you have to play.
I know.
If they said you can't play, I can't play.
yeah, I know.
Then you can't play.
And it sucks.
He
'cause
said-
it gets painted in a negative light to like they forced him to play. That's just not the case.
It's not
It's not
at
the
all.
case at all. They gave him the heads up like, hey, like, you know, you're dealing with this. It could get worse if you keep playing. And he kept playing, and that's
That
what
was his
happened.
call.
And it's just like
You gotta
you
live
get
with your
a star
decisions.
player in Kyrie Irving, and all you have to do is give up your injured point guard, a few other guys, and a pick.
Who's literally worse than Kyrie.
Like, what are you gonna? You gotta
Like,
do
even
that.
healthy.
You gotta do that. You didn't know Kyrie was gonna go AWOL. You had
Yeah.
no idea that was gonna happen. You didn't know
You
Gordon
made
Hayward
that
was
deal
gonna
thinking
snap
that
his
Kyrie was
ankle.
going to be here for the rest of his career.
Yeah. Well,
It didn't
he
work.
made it.
He's a
There he is.
Well, Kyrie also made it seem like he was
yeah,
gonna stay
Joey,
in there,
thanks for
too.
stopping by, pal.
Started yet?
We were waiting for you.
But Kyrie also made it seem like he
Fucking
was gonna stay
Hollywood
for his career. So it goes both
We've been
ways.
sitting here in silence, live for 2 hours.
Just saying, where's Joey? Where's Joey?
So
And now he's here.
so who do you guys think the Celtics are gonna hire as a head coach?
Cassell. Sam Cassell. I think Cassell will get a head coaching job somewhere.
As long as it's not an internal person, at this
You don't
point,
care?
it's better that if it's an internal person, I'm not liking it.
It's not going to be. I think they're going to wait a while to hire someone because, like I said, during the playoffs, they're going to see more people come available. Because, like, an assistant coach from the Milwaukee Bucks, just for an example, they can't interview for a head coach.
Cassell's on the Sixers.
The Sixers, like, you can't do any of that shit. Was Jason? Wait, is Jason Kidd on the Lakers?
Yeah.
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 So they can't interview him yet or anything like that.
Well, they just have to wait till tonight.
Wait till. They can tomorrow. They can tomorrow.
Wait,
preview. of
Jason
today.
Kidd's on the Lakers?
He's
the
the
coach.
assistant
He's one of
coach.
their
Yeah, he still plays basketball. Casey.
Oh my god, that'd be wild.
He was playing basketball on the
he
Knicks at the tail end of it. People forget that.
Nick, you guys are some
I don't think
bugs.
that's where he retired from, though.
That wasn't the Knicks' last team,
I think
though?
it was.
It was?
I think it was.
I thought he had one more stop.
I don't think he played any. I'll look, but I don't remember him playing anywhere after that. I'd be shocked if he did. That would be crazy.
We should probably address the rumors.
Yeah.
It's not going to be me. I'm not going to take it.
No?
I'm not taking it.
What?
I've decided I'm not taking it.
Why?
Dude.
They already reached out to you?
All I'm going to say is I have some offers on the table.
Wow.
I'm not willing to.
Yeah,
announce my
Dave, that
decision
was
yet.
his last stop.
Yeah.
That was his last stop, yeah.
I'm surprised.
I'm gonna go Sam Cassell. I like him. He's won a championship in Boston back in 08. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce said that he was actually a part of the Big Three, not Ray Allen. So I mean, I'm all for Sam Cassell, but who knows? It could change. It could change within a week. It could change tomorrow.
I was watching the Sixers game, and they were going through, because they're talking a lot about Ben Simmons and his free throw shooting.
Yeah.
And they just showed a clip of practice and Cassell working with Simmons. Simmons was pretty nails last night from the free throw line.
What was he, like 4 for 8 or something like that?
No, a little better than
A
that.
little better than that.
Nails for Ben Simmons.
What's his percentage from the free throw line? It has to be like 60%, right?
Yeah,
Probably
it's,
like
not-
70.
it's a little lower than 60.
I'll look.
69.
You're
It
shooting
might
60.
actually be.
It's lower than 60.
Let's
actually.
find out. I wouldn't shock me if it, like a star
I think
player.
it's like 58.
15 points a game, dude.
I'm sorry, I meant lower. Okay.
This season he shot 61%. In the postseason, 35% in the preseason.
I'm
That
playing professional
in
basketball and you're shooting 35%
5
from
games, dude. That's
that's
awful.
massive
That's
contract.
awful.
Yeah, like this is an all-star.
62% from
Yeah,
the free
I
throw
mean,
line.
that's
makes like
nails for Simmons.
180 million.
Yeah, for him.
I've been
yeah.
saying for years that Ben Simmons is overrated.
So,
I guess we can move on to this topic now.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
R.I.P. the Wizards.
R.I.P. the Wizards.
R.I.P. the
And-
Knicks.
Good night.
We have a
R.I.P. the
graphic. We
Knicks.
have a
R.I.P.
graphic.
the
We have a
Knicks.
graphic. We have a graphic.
Oh, what? R.I.P.
Oh, tombstonebuilder.com shout out.
Dave, what are your thoughts?
Look, all I'm gonna say is that this series this series convinced me that we're not making the playoffs next year.
The Knicks.
Yeah, dude.
No.
I think this is a fluke season now.
It would be no. You guys are the 4 seed. If you were like if you made it in the play-in tournament and that's how you got into the playoffs, maybe I'd
I
get
think
you.
That's max.
I
what
don't
we're
think
doing
so.
next
You're gonna
year
get
is
fans.
play-in.
You're gonna get full fans back like all year next year. I think they're gonna be right.
you
I
guys will
think
get a
they're
big
gonna get it.
fish?
No.
What happened?
There's
Think
no
they'll
big
get a-
fish available.
I think they're gonna get someone this offseason. I'm not saying like
Who
a
is the
star
mythical
player. I'm not
star that
saying
the Knicks
I
are
didn't say
supposed to
star.
get?
I didn't, I didn't say star.
They're getting Joey Capone. That's the offer.
Joey?
I didn't
All
say
I'm
star.
saying is I'm not coaching the Celtics. I don't know whether or not I'm playing for the
I
Knicks.
didn't say star. I think you will get a respectable player that can put up like 15 to 20 points a game.
Chris
I think
Paul.
you're getting another score. I'll put it that way. I think you're one like good
Who is this
veteran.
person?
I don't know. I don't know.
There is no one like
never
this.
been
Never that person.
It needs to be talked about. on
I'm still
Sports Nuts
saying it's a
Conspiracy.
weird. It's a weird feeling I'm having, but I don't know. Something keeps making me think that Kemba Walker is going to get traded to the Knicks.
That's not
That's not good. I don't want him.
You're going to get a 20 if he's
We're-
healthy.
we're- okay,
If he's healthy, you can get 20 points out of him. Okay.
If what happens in this
if-
offseason is Julius Randle gets a massive extension and then is back to
Is
shit
that this
next
summer?
year.
Is that this summer he's going to get the extension?
And then we get Kemba Walker for some reason. I think we're fucked for years.
Well, he only has
Sounds
1
like
year
a
left.
Knicks move, though, doesn't it?
No,
I know.
Kemba's only got 1 year left,
What?
so it would be a 1 year thing.
As you said it.
It
No,
sounds
it's
very
player
possible.
option. This he
I'm
picked up the
afraid.
player option.
Wait, AJ,
He's
what'd you
picking that
say?
up.
Let the Knicks take care of it.
I'm distraught all the time. Yeah.
Smell you.
Flash of hope, and then never mind.
Take it away.
Never mind. We're gonna decide to be trash for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. That's just my gut
I
feeling.
mean, the
I
Hawks
don't
are
know.
also a good team.
The
No, the Hawks are a great team.
They got a lot
and I
of
don't blame
scores.
them for losing, but it wasn't even close to like a competitive series. They had what they have at the end of the game, under 90 points. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a low
Did they score
scoring
100 in
game.
any game?
This series maybe
Yeah.
one.
I saw there was first half overs for every game, and they all were unders. Like whatever the over was, like 100 something.
No,
it was
they
all under.
literally could not score for their life. It was like they. That's the thing. It's not that they lost the series or even that they lost 3-1 or 4-1 rather. It's that not a single like there was one competitive game, two competitive
So
games.
the first game you lost by 2, you scored 105. Second game you won by 9, and then you lost by 11, lost by 17, lost by 14.
they got destroyed.
Yeah.
They were outplayed. There was no adjustments by Tibbs. Like it was not a good series.
No. I will say this. The Hawks are a terrible matchup for the Sixers. Terrible matchup. Because this well say about
Sixers
this.
win?
Oh yeah, the Sixers do win that series. The reason why is because the Hawks have so many shooters. The Sixers have so many people who can play defense.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have so many good defenders on that team.
Yeah.
Just watching that game, like they have like 8 guys who are like stud defenders, and then you get Embiid back. Like, who knows when Embiid will come back?
He's got a torn meniscus. He might be
Yeah.
done,
So that's
right?
another thing too. So they're considering day to day. You can play through,
But it gets worse.
a small minute, but it'll get much worse. He shouldn't play. He shouldn't, but he probably will.
I think they'll play a
If
game
this
or
was
two
the
without
finals,
him.
I'd
They'll
play-
probably play game
No,
one
yeah,
without
it's
him.
just-
They'll go
second
game
round,
one
sure.
without him, see how that goes, and you'll.
I
go
think
from
they'll
there.
be fine without him.
Dwight Howard, I mean, not for nothing.
He
He,
didn't really-
does well. He does okay for them.
He didn't really play for them much.
White?
Simmons was the starting center last night.
Was he really?
Yeah.
What?
I thought that made
Simmons.
sense.
It won't work for the maybe it will work for the Hawks. I mean,
I mean, he's gonna have to go up against Clint Capella, so that's tough.
but the thing is, then you still
Clint
have
Capela's a beast.
Clint Capella is a
Yeah,
beast, which is
absolutely.
why
That's the
I don't
guy
know if it will
fucking
work.
I want.
I
So
want,
White-
dude. I wanted
They
him.
seriously should have
The
gotten
year
him.
that we got that summer we got Clint Capella, I was all on him, dude. I wanted him so bad, so bad.
Yeah.
He's a walking double double. Can get you like 3 blocks a night.
And we also had last night we had the Mavs game, Mavs Clippers.
Luka Doncic is unbelievable, dude.
Luka
42.
They had
hit 40 in the first 3 quarters.
What a beast.
And he had 14 assists.
What's that series?
They had
right now?
3-2
3-2
Mavs.
Mavs.
Just
They
won.
had 37 field
All on
goals.
the
Got
road.
the lead now?
Yep.
Yeah.
All the games have been on the road, all the wins.
The Mavs,
Yeah, weird.
the Mavs
the
had
Nats
37 made field goals last night, and Luka assisted or scored on 31 of those. That's nuts.
Kawhi airballed to finish the game.
You see Rondo freaking out at him after?
Yeah.
He was in his face screaming at him.
But yeah, Luka is goddamn.
Luka's so
You
good.
know, I'm gonna make a
So
I'm gonna
good.
make a bold statement here. And I think you guys are
say
gonna.
it, Nick.
Say it.
I don't know if I'd want Kawhi on my team.
Oh, I'm in a
I don't know.
Kawhi
I don't know if I want him on my team.
I think I would want him on my team. He's definitely a bit overrated
He's won 2 Finals MVPs.
on teams that were already good.
The Raptors. You say this all the time about the Raptors, but the Raptors really didn't have. They had a lot of depth, but they didn't have the star player. They needed Kawhi Leonard to get
issue-
them
They
over
did
the
no,
get
edge.
Kawhi Leonard,
Here was the issue
but
with
they
the
were
Ra-
already a good team.
Here was the issue with the Raptors, though. The reason why they never
That
went
was a
far
very
is
weak Eastern
because
Conference,
of
too.
LeBron. LeBron is the only. Why was DeMar
Yes.
DeRozan so depressed when he got traded? He goes, "We finally got rid of LeBron, and this was our chance that we could have won."
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm not saying they would have won with DeMar DeRozan, but
Well, I mean, with the injuries that the Warriors got, I think they could
yeah,
have.
with considering the injuries, I think there's definitely a chance they could have. I don't know if Kawhi Leonard is the
That was a
It's
recipe.
so
that
tough
was a
to
great
say,
recipe.
because he's the Finals
Warriors were fucked
MVP.
that year
like,
with
yeah,
Durant
they were
out.
look, they were. The
if the Warriors were healthy, they would have won in 5
Yes,
games.
of course they
would have
would've.
won in 5 games.
Of course they would have.
That would have been a gentleman's sweep. Yeah, it's so tough looking
I'm
at
definitely
things
on
like
the
that.
Kawhi is. I think Kawhi is very good.
I don't
I'm
think-
just tired of people acting like he's a top player in the NBA.
I'd put him
I think he's a
top.
top player.
I'd
I
put him
don't think
top.
he is.
I think I'd put him like top 7.
How's he doing this year?
He's having a good
Yeah, good
year.
year.
I mean, he has a
He's
good,
good.
statistical year. I mean, the Clippers did well too. But I don't know. It's just this is what you see. I mean, regular season doesn't matter. It's what happens in the
Yeah, then
postseason. That being said, he's had some
been a great
pretty
postseason
fucking
player.
great postseason.
He's a
numbers
great
so
postseason
far.
player.
I don't think
How's
he's.
that working this year?
This
Down
year,
That's what I was
3-2.
gonna say.
But
Past
down
2 years.
3-2.
Didn't
Past
he
2
have
years,
a-
they've.
it was
he's been
his
shit.
fault for teaming up with Pandemic P. That was on him.
Wait,
He
didn't
How
should-
is
he have a
that? No,
bad-
but you can't blame Paul George for Kawhi's performances in the last 2 postseasons.
Kawhi.
you can blame Paul George for Paul George's last 2
Kawhi in the-
postseasons
in
and
five-
sinking the
You can't-
Clippers.
yeah, but
Paul George
Kawhi
has
did
been Paul
poorly,
George
too.
has been way more of a problem for the Clippers than Kawhi
They've
has.
both had a lot of really bad performances.
What about
the
what
past
about
2
last year
years.
when
Yeah.
they blew the 3-1
Yeah, like
series
they
lead?
literally-
that was a
have been
lot of
shit.
Paul George just shit in the bed constantly.
Paul
Kawhi
George.
didn't play well that series.
Yeah.
Neither did Paul George. He played worse.
I'm saying okay, but why do you shit on Paul George but Kawhi? It's fine if he does well.
Because Kawhi has way more of a track record of succeeding in the playoffs than Paul George does.
It's
Paul George is a notorious choker.
Yeah, he is, and I think it's more
I'm
of a
just-
problem.
So
but
Ka-
I don't think that Kawhi should just be exonerated,
Yeah, but
considering
Kawhi's
that
the
he was
guy.
brought in to be the guy that can do that, and he hasn't been able to do it. He's getting iced out by a fucking 20-year-old.
I don't think he's overrated. I think he's rated.
I think he's aptly
fine.
rated.
I think he's rated where it's not overrated, not underrated. He's perfectly rated. I mean, in the postseason so far, he's averaging 30.4 points, 2 steals, 7.8 rebounds, 4 assists,
Good
57% from the field, 39 from 3. I mean,
I don't know what more you want
that's
from him.
good.
he's doing the best.
He's doing the best he can.
Doing the best
What's Paul
he
George
can.
doing? What's Paul George
Let's
doing?
see what
Paul George's
George.
doing shit this
Yeah,
year.
exactly.
He's
Paul George
averaging
always does shit.
25, 49, 32 from 3, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Not like terrible,
Even
but
that is like it's mediocre.
it's mediocre.
It's not what you need.
You expect
Yeah.
more from
I
a
think-
guy that you just gave
especially because
40.
he again had a great regular season.
Yeah, he's a regular
And now
season
just-
guy.
yeah.
He's a regular season player. No matter what way you look at it, he's a regular season player.
All I'm saying is these Clippers should not be losing to the Mavs.
No, they shouldn't. They should have been the team that was more favored than
The Lakers.
the Lakers. They should have had the best odds to make it out of the West. They had a great regular season. They only
And,
lost like 20 games.
That
Real-
being said, let's see Kawhi in Golden State and then see what he can do.
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, that was my prediction a
I know,
week
I
ago.
like that as a prediction.
I think that would be a sweet spot for him.
I still don't think he's leaving.
All right.
I've been wrong
I think if
before.
they
Okay.
lose in the first round.
And then
If they lose in the first round, there's a better chance he leaves.
and then one quick topic. We'll keep this short because we've been talking basketball show. But do the Lakers lose tonight?
Hope so.
Yep.
I mean, they don't look good. I'll tell you that. Is Anthony Davis playing?
He is questionable.
Let's see if there's an update on Anthony Davis.
That shit won't get announced till right before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
Right.
Do you see
Yeah.
what Charles Barkley
Yeah,
called
Big
him?
He calls
Street
him.
clothes?
He calls him
Yeah.
street
Can you
clothes.
just move your mic a little bit more to your mouth? Yeah. Haven't heard a damn thing you said. I'm just kidding.
What?
Missed all of it.
But yeah, no,
I think the Lakers win tonight.
I think the Lakers win. They're in
It's going
LA.
7. It's going 7.
It's gonna go 7, and then Game 7. Who knows?
All right.
Hope so.
All right, what we got?
Moving
All right.
on. More basketball.
Coach K to retire, the winningest college basketball coach of all time. Absolute
Fucking
legend.
icon.
I heard a reason why he was leaving. One of the, not the sole reason,
Is this
of
a
course.
conspiracy?
No, this is just a report. No, nothing that bad. Don't worry. It's because he's so. There was one thing that said, you know, with the transfer portal and all these players transferring,
Oh, right.
you know, that's one part of it. But also the fact that players are starting to make money off their likeness and their who they are is part of the reason why it's not the same for him anymore, and that's why he's leaving. Which I think is bullshit. When you've
think
made
it's shitty.
millions of dollars off these players and they finally want a little slice of the pie, and you're like, oh well, now the basketball isn't the same anymore.
Yeah,
I think
what's
it's bullshit.
like Coach
I
K?
don't know.
How much money do you think he's made over the course of his career?
A lot.
Well,
how many?
anywhere he goes in North Carolina, everything's free for him.
How many
Did
sponsorship
you say
deals has
a
he
lot?
gotten?
How many sponsorships?
Money when
Like,
you're Coach K.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like Nick
USA
Saban in Alabama.
USA
Literally, go to any
basketball.
restaurant, don't matter.
everything's free when you're rich.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
If you
good
do
point.
what?
Everything costs a fucking arm and a leg when you're poor.
Nick Foles. Nick Foles.
That's how it works.
Nick Foles in Philly. He can go to any bar, any restaurant in Philly. He'll get that shit paid off for him. He doesn't have to pay for a damn thing in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I see.
Nick Foles. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? 'Cause he won them a Super Bowl.
Do you guys
Yeah.
know that you like
I just thought that was
coaches?
that's an interesting example.
But it's true. Like
Yeah.
if you do something that big for your city, even if you're gone
Oh,
the next
okay.
year,
Yeah.
like there'll still. If he went to a bar in Philly, a guy would be like, "I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
buy you a beer. You
Big
want a
time.
Super Bowl? I'll buy you a beer."
Yeah,
Big
but
time.
the ironic part is like coaches literally can't even buy like their players like a meal.
They can't buy them a beer.
if they're
The
in
old
college.
was it North Carolina? The
That's
old North
ridiculous.
Carolina coach,
Yeah.
where the guy left behind like $200 for each one of his former
Yeah, he
players
got
in
it.
his will, so they can buy a meal. Like
Oh
on
yeah,
him.
yeah.
I think that's
But
what
that's
it was.
fucked. I mean, it's
I
just
forget who
fucked.
it
That
was.
that's
Fucked up.
like what they're.
That they had to wait till the guy died.
Yeah, I think it was the.
Hey, Joey.
I forget if it was one of the Southern
Hey, man.
football teams.
I forgot you were
They
there
had
for
to
a
like
second. You
keep
should
it on the
be quiet.
DL that they were like getting Taco Bell after a game
Yeah.
one time.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
and they, I
it's-
think they got in trouble for it.
Eligibility
That's so
rules,
stupid, dude.
and the fact that if this
insanity.
report was true, it's just I don't know, Coach
This-
K.
There is a documentary, I think it was by Vice, about like the underground dealings of college sports and like how these kids, some of the kids do get paid.
Yeah.
And,
crazy.
like back alley dealings and like paper bags full of cash, like
Yep.
some really shady shit does go
Louisville,
down.
the recruits
Yeah.
brought them strippers and stuff like that. Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
wild
No, remember
story.
talking-
Rick Pitino, Terry
Nike.
Rozier, and Montrezl Harrell were on that team.
Didn't we talk about this on one of the shows that like it was like Kentucky or one of the schools gave them a McDonald's bag of cash? You
Yeah,
remember that?
I don't know
Yeah.
what school it was, but that shit's
like,
happened.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
People have given guys cars, I think.
Yeah, in Miami, they got in a lot of trouble for that.
Yeah.
They have boosters who do
Yeah.
it, like people who donate to
That's
the
the
school.
thing. It ain't even the coaches, the boosters.
No,
you're not gonna.
they
you're
would
not gonna
never
punish
send
the
a coach.
Yeah.
You're not gonna punish the boosters because the boosters are giving you all the money.
Exactly.
So Caleb in the comments says Coach K has made north of $45 million over his career at Duke.
I think
Holy
it's so
shit.
undervalued for what he's brought to
Honestly,
that.
I'm
That's
surprised
true.
it's not
That
more.
actually is, yeah.
I'm surprised.
It might
I
also
mean,
be more.
I would have thought like 60, 70 mil.
Well, to be
Put
fair,
Duke
like
on the
back
map.
in the day, like that. I mean, how long has he been coaching?
That's
I was gonna say,
true,
when
yeah.
you start
He's
working
making
1980,
30K
Yeah,
his
so like
first 5
in
years.
1980, yeah,
Yeah.
like what was that
Sure,
worth? Like,
sure.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Even you say the last 5 or 8 years, he could have easily made $10 million a year.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
That's wild.
True.
Can I get
I mean,
some
look
more
at
mugs?
fucking Jim Harbaugh. Friggin'
Yeah.
More mugs.
Yeah, I mean, Brad Stevens was offered 7 years, $70 million from Indiana. You know what I mean? Like, there's money out there for coaches.
oh, they're absolute.
my water.
What? Deadly weapon.
Deadly weapon, be careful,
That's
guys.
it.
Heads.
Wee wee! Freeze, motherfucker!
He's got a water, but he's got a deadly weapon. Yeah, crazy though. So after this year, it's gonna be like a farewell tour, kind of.
Coach K.
70s.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, 70s.
Like, yeah, it's probably about time. He's old.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you gotta retire.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta step down.
He's also got a shit ton of like health issues too, I think, right? Didn't he have like doesn't he have like chronic back injuries?
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say,
shit?
didn't he step away for a year?
He had some,
Because of, like,
he had
a-
some
like,
chronic
surgery
issues
or
at
something?
one time, yeah.
I think he did get surgery and stepped away for a bit. And that sounds like it happened.
That seems like that happened very recently.
Roy Williams
Yeah.
gone. Duke, Coach K gone now.
Didn't the Kansas guy retire? No, the Kansas
No,
guy
Bill Self's
no,
still there.
he's still there.
His
He's
son's
still there. Wild, a lot of shit in basketball yesterday.
A lot of shit in
Happened
basketball.
quick too. All that stuff happened in the morning.
Yeah.
Black Wednesday.
All right. We got some non-basketball topics.
There we go.
What?
35 minutes into the show. All right. Karen plummeted in popularity as a baby name in 2020.
What
Good.
did?
Karen.
It went downhill.
Oh wow!
Real quick.
I believe it.
Yeah. I was surprised it took this long.
I was gonna say, yeah. How many baby Karens do you know?
Well, I think.
Great question,
How
Johnny.
many babies do you know?
Because the name.
I know a lot of
Joey
babies.
knows a lot of babies.
I know a lot of babies. Yeah.
The name.
That's Joey's life.
I'm kind of into the scene now. Yeah.
Who's the coolest baby that you know?
I
Don't
think
say
I
your own.
legally have
Don't-
to say my own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
legally
You
have to
got
say
you guys
my
are your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah. So the name Karen ranked number 831 in
Harlan
popularity
Jarvis.
in the United States. What's up?
I said nothing. That was a reference.
All right. The name ranked number 831 in popularity in the United States for female baby names last year, giving the name Karen its lowest ranking on the list since 1927.
Me and Dave.
That's a plummet.
Me and Dave
Yeah.
were talking about this before the show. I think the last name I would name my daughter is Karen. I wouldn't put her through that.
Yeah, I wouldn't-
put her
wouldn't.
through
Yeah.
that.
Dude,
I'm not
it's
gonna make her
crazy
seem
how
like a
names
bitch
could
right out
just
of the
get
gate.
killed like that.
Just
like
from the
I think
media.
it was like in the '90s, like whenever the show Barney, like the purple fucking dinosaur show
No, yeah,
started.
Oh, we know.
We know Barney.
Barney.
We know
You guys know
Let's
Barney.
all
Okay.
act like we didn't see Barney. All right.
Okay, just
I
to
still
know
watch
here.
Barney. I
Only
still
dad in
watch
the room. Want to make sure.
That's like saying like you don't know SpongeBob.
Okay, so Barney, you heard of him?
Yeah.
This
Dude, the
dinosaur.
name
This guy,
Barney.
big
That doesn't.
dinosaur.
Do you know any Barneys now? Like it used to be a
Can't say I
real
know
last
Barney.
name.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Can't say I know
Barney's,
Barney.
that's like a department store, right?
Yeah, it was named
It's
after
a-
whatever rich ass dude founded it.
Barney.
Yeah.
It was Barney the dinosaur who
It was
founded
Barney.
this store.
It was Barney.
That's
That's even
crazy.
just for like all names. Like when's like names just like age? Yeah. Like when's the last time you heard of like a Meredith or a? Or
My girlfriend's name is Meredith,
like
and I know like
three
three Merediths.
Yeah.
Meredith wasn't the best example. I couldn't think of anything. But you know what I mean. There are
Agnes.
like older names.
Agnes.
Agnes. That's
Zero
thank you, Joey.
Agneses in my
Yeah,
life.
Meredith.
And I plan on keeping
We just
it that
said
way.
Meredith, and we just
Damn it.
disproved it.
Yeah, I actually know a lot of Merediths.
Sometimes
I know
I do wonder. That's
Casey, I do wonder if sometimes like you're
you're
half listening and you pick up on it and then just repeat the same thing that we said.
How many Dantes
Probably.
do you guys know?
I mean, I don't hang out with that many Italians.
I do know one other. There was a Dante at my high school. I know one other Dante.
I've met one
What?
other Dante. You met Dante Turo? Yeah, yeah, that guy. You've heard
Are
of
you
him
Dante
You've heard
Turo?
of him before? No, one kid. He went to one of my friends from high
All
school's
right,
college.
here are some
I have a
names
big
that are
name
plummeting the
now.
fastest.
Susan.
I have a list.
Susan,
still
my
think
friend's
that's a
sister's
pretty-
name.
Yeah, I
is
don't know any
Susan.
Susans. Your
Susie's-
girlfriend's the only Sally I've ever met. That's a.
Yeah, I'm
name
not
is
sure I
not
know
too
a Sally.
common.
I know a piece of
Anymore.
place
I know
called
Sally.
Sally.
Well, now you do.
And I don't know her. So,
technically,
so I actually
Yeah,
don't
I
know
never
any.
met her either. I don't know a Sally.
Oh, I met her
Oh,
one
that-
time because he fucking decided to bring it down here one time.
Pam.
After fucking 2 years.
Or
Yeah,
what
I
about the
don't
name?
know a Pam.
What about the name like Drake?
Drake. Hate the Drake.
Aubrey.
I'll bet you that name's gonna skyrocket soon.
Have you ever? Okay.
That I hate.
Do you know
that.
any adult Aidens?
Yes.
Adult
I do.
Aidens.
I do.
I mean,
I
I
know a
know.
bunch-
Yeah, I
I know two.
multiple
I actually know
Aidens.
two of them. Two Aidens.
What's the number one name while we're at the lowest
That's
name?
plummeting.
No, like,
No, no, no,
like
what's
most
the-
popular for women.
The least
A lot of Knicks.
The current.
Same.
Okay,
That's
that's
not,
Current
that's
most
not a
popular.
woman's
My
name.
brother's name is Nick.
They just
I
said
saw-
most
I-
common names.
No,
Didn't
when-
realize we were
for
doing
women.
this.
Oh, hold up, you guys. I just had
We're
a
doing
weird
women.
realization. It's weird that I only realized this now. I have 4 brothers. 3 of them, their name is Joey, Nick, and John. I don't know why. It just took me till now
That's dope.
to realize that.
How long you been here? Like 2 months? 3
Yeah,
months?
literally.
And the other one's Dante.
Cousin named Dante.
The last one is George, and we don't have a George.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
work
hire
on it.
George.
Yeah, her name's
We'll work on it.
Stephanie.
Now the next one we gotta get is
Sophie.
George.
Sophie is close to
Close.
Steffi.
And then
Sophie,
you're Dave.
Steffi.
All right, so the
And
number
I
one.
am Dave.
The number one baby name.
Someone named Casey.
Oh god. Oh god.
The number one baby name in
See, certain
2021.
things just ruin names forever.
Okay, fine.
The name Casey from here on out could very well
I was
plummet.
asked a question.
Just
I want to
ruined.
hear.
The number one baby name in 2021 for girls is Olivia, and for boys is Noah.
My niece is named
Noah?
Olivia.
You know what name I really like?
Great niece.
What?
Aaliyah.
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 Aaliyah?
Dude, there are so
Aaliyah.
many
That's from all my Jews out there.
This is my daughter, Shakira.
Oh, no,
This is my daughter, J-Lo.
If you name your daughter Shakira, you have to make her middle name also Shakira. So that you would say Shakira.
That's my own name.
Shakira Smith.
What a name.
What do you think is the worst, like, common name that's out there?
Common?
Worst.
And why is it Keith?
Male or female?
And why is it Keith?
Why is it?
Wait, you want male or female?
And why is it Keith?
Oh, it's got to be Dick.
Dick.
Oh, I mean,
My
well,
grandfather's
thing
name is Richard.
Richard isn't that bad. But if you go by Dick,
They call him
My football coach's name was Dick Powers. And I think, dude, I swear to God, and that was made me get
something else. I think I know someone else who's named Dick Powers.
Yeah,
maybe it's this
my
guy.
Dick.
What up, Dick?
That's why I call him.
I want to name my son Harrison Richard, if you shorten it.
Harry
Dick Rash.
Oh
Harry Dick
no!
Rash.
Oh no, Johnny.
HDR, baby.
Yeah. So what would you say is the worst name
Honestly,
out
probably
there?
Keith.
As an unlicensed life coach, I would strongly recommend you don't do that.
would you guys name your son Keith for $100,000?
Nah, that's not enough. I got enough to put up through
This is our roommate's.
Give me like 500.
This is hinge question.
This is his hinge question.
Give me 500K so I can like put him through like middle, high school, college, and yeah. I'll do that.
You mind tossing me that Baltimore team sick, please?
All right. How much would I have to pay you to let me name your child?
You?
Do I get to know the name beforehand?
Nope.
Because that's the dangerous part.
How much would I have to pay you for letting me name your
Well,
child?
are you gonna ruin my kid's life, or are you just gonna do it for fun?
It's not for me to decide.
Oh, that'll be fun.
You know what
I think it
found
would-
out? You can name your kid like anything. Like you can.
There's some things that are
no
illegal.
Elon.
No, but okay, but like what?
There's no law.
Okay, hold
You
on.
could name him
Hold on.
fuck shit asshole.
Okay, all right. Hold on.
Yeah.
So
The doctors would go,
What's your
fine.
last name? You. Fuck you.
Because like, I just learned this like 2 years ago, or maybe 1 year ago, maybe a couple weeks ago.
Maybe it was yesterday. Who knows?
I just let her right now.
Like you know, like you could just give it whatever last name you want. You could like it doesn't have to have your last name. You can just name it whatever you want.
Joey,
And I
how'd-
think that's pretty
How'd you decide
irresponsible.
what child's name?
So it's kind of based off from a movie. My wife,
Little Mermaid.
yeah, from the we named him after the crab in the Little Mermaid.
Under the sea.
The crab just really spoke to me, man. No, my wife did the naming, dude, because I was all over the place. And I really fought for the name Chicago, and she hated it. Yeah, I was all over the place with names.
Yeah, I think she
That
did
sounds
the
like a
right thing.
mobster's name and a half.
Dude, I was like, you can call him Shy. Shy's a pretty cool
Shy
nickname.
Capone.
She's like, we're not naming our fucking kid after any cities, dude. You've never been to Chicago.
Yeah, this is my kid, New York City, Bianco.
My kid, the Bronx.
The Big Apple.
The Bronx.
Big Apple Bianco.
Big Apple Bianco.
The Bronx Bianco.
I'm fucking dead. That's hilarious.
Oh, God.
Hilarious.
Seems like a big responsibility though. Naming a
Yeah,
child.
dude, naming a human
is.
being,
That's
dude.
why you do it.
Oh
That's
my
a
god.
lifetime. I don't want
No
that
name.
I don't want that
And then you meet the kid and you can be like, oh, dude, like we were really banking on an Olivia. That's not Olivia.
That's
You know,
not
you look at them and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't work.
That's not Chicago.
That's not Chicago, and that's why we decided to go to Sebastian.
I like Sebastian.
Joy, what's your kid's name?
Sebastian.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha, it's a crab.
Yeah.
I should connect it
Yeah.
to Gotcha.
All right. Well, speaking of Chicago, we got an Illinois barbershop owner kills man over unpaid haircut.
Wow, that's a great
First of all, let's just
Yeah.
can we clap for that segue? That was a great segue, Casey.
Thank you. The authorities say 31-year-old customer Christian
McDonald.
Had a farm.
McDougald began
Douglas?
McDougall? I don't think it's McDougall.
McDougald
Teach me how to do it. Teach
Style,
me how to
yeah.
do it.
began arguing with shop employees and attempted to skip out on the bill. At some point during the dispute, everyone inside the business went outside except for McDougald and shop owner, Deshaun McDory. It was at that time that McDougald followed the 40-year-old owner to the back of the shop, where McDory allegedly fired a single shot into the
some
customer's
Mad Lib?
chest. Yeah,
How large is the Irish community in
Over an
Chicago,
unpaid
dude?
haircut. It's a haircut. And he killed him.
that's wild.
Yeah.
For a haircut?
Yeah.
I like
How much was this haircut?
That's a stupid way
I want to know the price of the haircut. Like exactly how much money did this guy kill him?
more than $20.
Listen, man, it just goes to show, dude. My grandfather used to always say, pay for your haircuts if you don't want to get murdered.
Just
What an
like,
awfully specific.
just like Grandpa.
You know that bit in Family Guy.
Just like Grandpappy used to say.
You know that bit in Family Guy where Peter's
shot.
You know that bit in Family Guy
He
where
was
Peter
a
doesn't pay for
scared
his haircut. He's like, "What are you gonna do?" And he walks out. He's got all the hair back on it and more. Like, damn it.
I was thinking of the different Family Guy bit where we're talking about names where someone calls Meg Megan, and she's like,
short for
"Oh, my name's actually short for something else," and it's Peter in the hospital writing down Megatron, robot in disguise. So yeah, you really can name your kid anything.
You can.
Megatron.
Optimus.
I mean,
Optimus.
it's just like you see the Kardashians, like Kim Kardashian and Kanye's kids, like Saint,
Yeah.
North,
Chicago.
Well,
What
I mean,
about
fucking
fucking
Elon
Jay-Z?
Musk. Oh, I thought you were talking
Blue
Elon
Ivy.
Musk's kid.
No, what's his name?
Oh,
It's like
Oh,
the
Nick.
equation thing. That's
It's like
pronounced
X.
Kyle.
It's like X
It's like
dash
X,
A
yeah,
E
Kyle,
12.
equals, yeah.
numbers.
All right. I take
What
back
about
the
Jay-Z?
key.
Blue
Beyonce's
Ivy,
kid.
right?
Yeah.
Blue Ivy. I think
Yeah,
that's
Blue
part of
Ivy.
the trend, kind of, honestly.
I feel like celebrity also had like weird kid names.
Yeah,
I forget
who-
who had like a kid named
I feel like
Apple
that
or
was-
something
yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
Apple's always the first one that comes to mind.
Who did that one though?
Apple pie.
It was somebody like half famous.
We were talking. So one of our friends is a nurse, and she delivers babies. And so I was asking her like, what is the weirdest
Where do
name?
babies come from?
When a man
Can we talk about
and a
this?
woman love
You
each other.
said we talk about it soon. Can we finally talk about it?
We'll
Goes
do it
back to
live.
Adam and Eve.
When a man and a woman love each other very much.
The lingerie store? Adam and Eve?
Yeah.
They play a lot of Barry White.
First, they gotta get real drunk.
First you gotta get real drunk.
It's from South Park. But yeah,
What were we just talking about?
Yeah, what were you saying?
No, you're talking
And
about
then
his
they meet in
friend.
the parking
Oh,
lot
right.
of a
Yeah.
Kmart.
her
Different
name,
Meredith.
a different Meredith, by the way. And we were talking about this the other night, and she was just giving us a list of she has she writes down all the baby names that for the babies that she delivers, and she has.
insane.
I mean, it's like she wants to keep track of who she's brought into the world. I feel like, yeah.
All right, just keep going.
John's
Bruce.
like, fine. I guess she can keep doing it.
But she's, I can't. God, there's one name that she told me that I just can't remember now, because John distracted me.
John.
Let's go and
No,
John.
no, I'm
thought you were
wrong.
saying
That's a
that-
very normal thing that she does.
I feel like she was saying that someone spelled a name wrong.
Oh yeah, there was one name that
That's
spelled
sick.
like too many Y's.
Too many wives.
Why is that?
Oh, I knew of
Absidy.
an absidy.
That's ABCDE. What dumb name.
That's very
What the
interesting.
fuck is that?
People trying to
dude?
get creative.
What's wrong?
Stop.
How do we get back on the name?
Just stop. Get some help.
How do we
Just
get back
name,
on
just name him John, dude. Just go
Family
with
Guy,
John,
Megatron.
Mike, Nick,
Optimus
Joe. Name him a name.
Going back to the haircut though, because that's what we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, sorry, we're on the haircut.
What do you think would happen, like normal situation, if you just walk out in your haircut? Like they can't put the hair back on you.
I mean, they probably call the cops, right?
All the cops, or they beat the shit out of you, depending on what barbershop.
Well, yeah, they
Got a
shoot
lot
you
of
dead.
razors.
Dude,
Fucking
lot,
kill you.
sharp
Okay.
scissors.
I have a question.
Yes.
Thank you.
And that's water bottle.
You can't talk now.
Barbershop or salon?
Barbershop.
Well,
Barbershop. Oh,
Look at my
salon
hair.
is for
Look at
female.
my hair. What do you think?
No.
Salon's for female.
No, you
Well,
can go to
the
a
thing is,
salon.
I've so
I go to a salon. All right, look at this.
I
hair.
think you
think I'm
guys-
going to a barbershop with this.
I love a barbershop.
I think
Barbershop?
previously
I
barbershop,
love a
but
good
now
overweight-
I'm in the market for a salon.
I love a good overweight man who's just breathing down your neck and sounds like a bulldog just cutting your hair. You just get leaning over you. You got his man boobs on your shoulder. You know.
That sounds so nice.
I missed that.
So let me tell you, my wife's a
call
hairdresser,
her.
so she's been cutting my hair for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
I miss barbershop so fucking much, dude. I want to sit down and like watch a baseball game and like have a glass of scotch while some dude cuts my hair. Talks about
How
my
long
barbershop had. My barbershop would pour me scotch when I walked in. Dude.
How long we went to barbershop?
Right now, that's not crazy.
That's not crazy at all.
So you
guys
want
going
like
to
shorter
fucking
on the sides?
Supercuts?
Buy me a drink first.
I got so.
Leave the light on, boy.
You got a place?
A baseball game's like 3 hours. You're watching the whole game.
It's a very slow.
You sit down, you stay there after, you smoke a cigar, and have you guys ever been to a barbershop?
I'm with you. That's
Joey.
a barber
That's a
shop.
barbershop, dude. Guys wearing like Vietnam veteran.
Razor and shit.
Yeah.
That's a barber shop.
Listen,
Yeah,
Hey,
Vietnam
you
vet
drink
in the
scotch
room at all
before?
times.
Hey, you like scotch? I got some. You want to get hammered right now?
So when I was
females in the back.
You like strippers? I got strippers in the back too.
when I was living in New Jersey, I was living in Union City, and it was like 90% Spanish speaking people. And so the barbershop I went to, they didn't speak like any English, just spoke Spanish. And I would go in, and some like old Spanish guy came in with a cooler of empanadas.
God.
And just gave me an empanada, and then the barber was like, "Oh, you want a Coke?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I
was
Give me a Coke. It was unbelievable.
Smoking cigars, watching
It's the same
baseball.
idea.
Eating empanadas, dude.
Barbershops are underrated, and if you go to a salon, you're missing out on the experience.
Yeah.
A barbershop is like the ultimate like
Breeding
When I
ground of
had short
discussion.
hair, I'd go
get
to
the ultimate
barbershops.
like dude getaway. Like just a quick little like 2-hour like go fuck off.
Honey, I'm
session,
going
you
to
know?
the store. You're going to the barbershop
Yeah,
for
just go
5
sit at the
hours.
barbershop. I wish I lived in
Shoot
a
the
neighborhood
shit.
where it was normal to just go sit at the barbershop for an
Yeah.
hour. Just go and like sit there, have a conversation with the guys while they're getting their haircut.
yeah.
I
and
get that. That's
and then
cool.
leave.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
You know?
I get that. Honey, I'm going to get milk from the store actually at the barbershop for 5 hours
Yes.
watching a game.
I gotta work overtime at the
You come home, you're fucking.
You smell like Barberside. Have you been to the barbershop again?
Wait a minute. This lineup is fresh.
That hair looks clean, Joey.
the only thing that's fresh.
I thought your boss didn't do that for you.
Also, how weird is the thing you dug the hair stuff in? It's called Barberside. It sounds like you're murdering barbers.
Is that
I
actually
think
what it's
that
called?
is-
Called Barberside?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
I would
Never thought
imagine that's
about it
actually
like
what
that.
you would call it if you were if you were murdering a barber.
Barberside?
Barberside.
Well, that's what the story was about.
Well, no,
that would be
Barberside.
customer side.
All right.
Hey, Casey, keep us some more mugs. I'm pounding through them.
What's up? You
Got
need
some
more
easy
mugs?
ones
More
today.
mugs. Yeah, these are
Nothing,
easy.
nothing crazy today.
Yeah.
No American
Casey, how many mugs have you
flags
done
where I
today?
gotta peel 50 stars.
You got it.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim.
Help me.
So
What happened?
next topic. What were you saying, John?
Nothing.
Okay, cool. The next two topics we got is WWE, John. What's
Sure.
going on with that?
Sure.
So it came out here. Well, I think the news came out here this morning, yesterday, or whatever. Big WWE releases. Braun Strowman, who was just in the title picture, he's like a top guy. He
Yeah.
got released.
Big dude.
Okay.
7 feet tall.
Massive
Yeah.
dude.
Why did he get released?
So
Way too soon.
yeah, I think they're just making budget cuts,
So-
but no one really knows because the people usually when they do this, they release like stars who like are kind of on the lower tier.
Don't
They
get
kind of just
used.
haven't gotten used. But like the crazy thing with these releases, and they kind of do this yearly, is that they're like big stars, big names.
You think they're AEW?
Which is
Well,
crazy that they're
so the-
doing that while like they have some legitimate competition for the first
Yeah,
time.
it was Braun Strowman, Ruby Riott, Aleister Black, Murphy, Lana, and then some other developmental talent. But I think a lot of them are going to end up in AEW. But the crazy thing is when they get released, WWE has a 90-day no-compete clause. So if you leave the WWE, you can't wrestle for 90 days.
Even if you're fired?
Even if you get fired. Yeah. So if they want to go to another company, they have to wait. They have to wait 3
But
months
like
to go to
their
another
job
company.
is being a professional wrestler, so it's
Yeah.
basically like an unemployment.
Well, so
clause.
there's a whole thing.
You can't work for a few months.
There's a whole thing. So
Yeah.
like wrestlers are private contractors technically.
Yeah.
They're not. I mean, they are employed. It's crazy. So it's a whole thing. Where it's like,
union.
huh? There's no union.
Unionized.
One,
No?
so,
No.
there was a girl that got fired earlier in the year because she wanted to start a union and she like voiced her opinion on it. Got fired
That's
the next
Lena
day.
Vega.
Oh,
Yeah.
classic.
Got fired the next day.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
they're so like hard ass.
Because
Like,
they don't get any health insurance. They don't get any sort of
no
like
health
employee-
insurance?
They don't get health
They
insurance.
can't do
Holy
things on their own
Jesus.
time. Like these people like do Twitch streams and they're like we're gonna take a cut if you do Twitch streams. Like we're gonna take most of your
Jesus.
money. Like
That
it's
sounds
awful.
so
It's awful.
shitty.
Really?
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
that.
WWE is not the
Fuck
best
that.
company.
No,
that's
they're
why.
really not.
That's why AEW is kind of
And
like
then
on the rise.
after that happened, I saw a report on Bleacher Report that said that Vince McMahon's gonna look to sell the company now.
To Comcast.
Really?
Yeah, there's like a very strong belief that they are looking for buyers right now.
They're probably trying to make the company more
I
profitable.
am
so find top
interested.
talent.
Yeah, Celtics head coach.
that the offer?
No,
The offer was that I'm
But-
getting offered to buy the
I
WWE.
think the
How much
biggest.
did it cost? $20, $30?
Well,
I think
I could probably spare 30
what would your
bucks.
wrestler name be?
Good question, Casey.
Good question.
I got it. I gotta think of one because I wanted to be a
guys are
wrestler when
like-
I
All
was
right,
a
let's
kid.
go
Dude.
around.
I would
You'll-
have to spend
you'll
so
let
much
us
time.
I know.
I'm not gonna let you know because I have a
You guys
real
not- yeah, I'm
answer.
sure
And it was
Dante's
lame,
No,
so I gotta
I-
think of a good one here.
I'll tell you mine. So mine would be, and I think I told you this story. So NBA 2K, the video game, years
heard of
ago,
it.
you can do like, they
I
can do
know
like
the story.
you can do like my career and stuff. So you like make your own guy, and
Yeah.
I want just a random name generator, just random first name,
You got
random
Childish
last name.
Gambino.
The name that it gave me was Dante Justice.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
so that would be my
You have like
wrestling
an
name.
Italian flag on your back.
No, he just has flowers.
I'm gonna lay down a world of hurt on you.
You got like a jumpsuit with flowers all over.
Yeah, that's all I am. I'm the
Oh,
flower
this is
guy.
a good
be
one.
cool.
Killer Capone.
Okay, yeah,
Killer
I'm for it.
Capone. You like that?
We got that in the comments from Envy the QB1.
I think I would have to go with a super
Capone.
Italian, like mustache, like borderline, like Mario character.
Mario's brother.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that
Luigi would be his name?
Yeah, I'd be the fucking
Other
pizza
brother,
rat.
stepbrother.
Luigi's stepbrother or Mario's stepbrother would be my name.
Did you guys know that Post Malone got his name from like a rap generator?
That's where
As
Childish
did
Gambino.
And Childish
The
Gambino.
Wu-Tang rap name generator.
Yeah.
I'd be like the tickler. Something
Johnny,
I'm
what are you saying over there, dude?
Trash man.
What are you?
I'm the tickler. I'm gonna tickle you. Ooh, look at these fingers.
I'm unsettled.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, that works. That works.
Exactly.
I wouldn't want to.
Johnny, I stand corrected. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It'd be intimidating in a very different way.
Casey, I think your wrestling name would be uppercase.
Uppercase.
More intimidating than.
And then
lowercase.
when I go back to rapping, it's lowercase.
Yeah.
You know what I would actually
Yeah, two
like to do is,
personalities.
do you guys remember the Hurricane?
Yeah.
I would like to
Sure.
revive the
Gregory Helms.
Hurricane, just like take over his whole thing.
Oh, just be him.
Yeah, just be him, and then but not like tell him or get his permission or anything.
Call me natural disaster.
Guys, I just came up with this. What do you guys think of The Rock? Dave The Rock Bianca.
I'll tell you, dude. If I heard
Yo,
it for the
that
first
was-
time
that
today,
sticks.
I would say that sucks, dude. It's crazy that name worked because it's
That's
not
actually
good.
so true.
It's not a good name.
Dave,
It's iconic.
the Stone.
Dave the Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Dave, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Bianco.
Yeah, my whole-
Could someone
whole
give me
wrestling
one?
name is
Casey, can you
Dwayne
give
The
me a
Rock
name?
Johnson.
Dwayne the Rock
I don't have
Johnson.
one. Can you give me one?
For you?
Yeah, or anyone. I can't come up with one. Someone give me one.
I think Big Nick's just Big Nick.
I think,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Big Nick
Easy.
is honestly like that's solid. You
a good one.
can't go wrong there.
Yeah.
the tickler.
The tickler.
What about Dynamite?
Dynamite Kid?
Yeah.
Ooh, I feel like that's exists already, but I'll
It
take
does.
it.
Dynamite Kid. That
Yeah.
was that was
Ooh,
X-Pac.
and you could be like a miner, like
the
have
1,
like
2,
a
3
stick of
kid.
dynamite and like goggles.
You ever watch the show
You
Glow?
come out in a mine cart.
So it's less about
I'm the dynamite
explosive,
kid.
more
I'm
of
the
like-
dynamite kid.
Explosive. I'm gonna blow up the competition. I'm gonna
Explode all over you.
explode all over you. I'm the dynamite kid. I'm gonna blast. Boom. I'm gonna blow.
Yeah, I think we gotta change it from kid. I think we gotta make it the
Yeah.
dynamite adult.
If we're gonna be
He's a minor, right?
It's a play on words.
Okay, so
Alright.
so we got
I'm a little
uppercase,
I'm a
Big Nick,
Dave, Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dave Dwayne Rock Johnson, Killer Capone. What was yours? You going
Mine?
Killer Capone? No,
I think
Hurricane.
I'm just the Hurricane
The
again.
Hurricane. The Tickler.
The tickler.
I don't know. I
was
kind of
yours?
want to go with the
Dante
pizza
Justice.
rat.
Dante Justice, Dynamite Kid. Make it a graphic.
I am making it a graphic. What is your name? Dynamite Kid.
Mine's Dynamite
So it's gonna be a
Kid.
TikTok.
And what's your name?
Mine, just use a
That's the
the
Hurricane.
hurricane. Just use a photo of the hurricane.
I want to be Rey Mysterio so bad when I was a kid.
Everyone did.
Believe in
Everyone
yourself.
did.
You could do it, still be it one day, John.
Oh man.
Dave,
Big
Dwayne,
Nick,
The Rock,
if Vince
Johnson,
McMahon
Bianco.
reached
I love
out to
that one.
Lumberland today, this is a real thought I had a couple weeks ago and wanted to ask you. So this is crazy that this came up. If Vince McMahon reached out and was like, asked you to do a match, one
Come
single
on, all
match,
your scenarios are like, yeah, they're gonna sign me. Like, but go on.
would you do it? How much money
What we
would?
talking for money?
Yeah, that's the question.
Who
How
am I
much money
facing?
would it take for you to do one WWE match?
I mean,
Bad
I
Bunny.
might just do it for fun.
Wait, what was the question?
I was asking Nick if the WWE reached out, how much it would cost.
I'm
for-
gonna rely on
One match.
John, my agent over here. What's a good match? What's a good match price?
You so it'd be you versus John Cena, easy.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think you take no
this looks
less
clean.
than $500,000.
No less.
$500,000. If it's at WrestleMania, you take $1 million or you walk.
You have to think of how much money these guys make. Vince McMahon, you got to make sure it doesn't screw
Johnny
you.
Tsunami, I like that.
Johnny Tsunami.
You know what?
Nick
I'm
versus
gonna
Brock Lesnar.
bump it up
Too
to
bad you
$5
took
million.
$5 million versus Brock Lesnar.
Fine.
Brock Lesnar, I would love to see that.
I like that.
Clean this looks.
That's like for sure on my bucket list. Like I'd love to do learn how to
Get
wrestle,
killed by
train in a
Brock
ring,
Lesnar.
get killed by Brock Lesnar. But like that'd be
Take
cool
a
to
few
just like
suplexes.
take a few bumps. I think that'd be cool.
I would, dude. Growing up, I wanted to be a wrestler.
I
Oh yeah, dude. We used to do backyard wrestling until
I
we
would-
really
oh my
hurt
God,
the
me and
neighbor
my friends,
kids.
dude,
Yeah, on a
shit
trampoline
like
probably.
that.
With your uncle, what?
With your uncle.
Yeah. Oh my
Uncle
god.
used
I
to
broke my
wrestle in
brother's
the
arm
bed. I
wrestling
mean,
one
what?
time.
Oh my
I
god.
think we
Yeah.
talked about this story on here once.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Uncle was wrestling.
I think that's all we got. Besides, we got question of the day.
Where's AJ?
shit.
Where's
I
he
keep
at?
forgetting the
What's your-
NHL
oh, okay,
isn't
question of the
happening.
What's your least favorite type of deer?
AJ, question of the day?
He's coming. We also have some viewer questions.
You know what I?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
You know what I
Question
hate,
of the day. What's
Casey?
your least
What do you hate,
favorite type
Joe?
Is
of deer?
playoff hockey. I think it's
And
good
then
that we
we
don't
got-
talk about it.
Oh no, we're talking about it.
Hey, go Isles.
Big
We're
Nick,
talking
why don't
about
you
it?
wear hats?
Yeah, after the question of the day.
Absolutely no shot.
Question of the day?
Yes,
Nope.
sir.
We
What
got
do you mean? we-
question of the day.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Hey,
All right,
Casey,
all right,
shut up,
question of the
Travis.
day.
The question of the day.
Oh, now you don't talk over other
Okay,
people?
question of the day is, do you like your deer? No, I'm just kidding.
I like him dead.
Okay. Muffins or donuts?
Muffins. Muffins.
I'm on the record with muffins.
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 I gotta go muffins.
Do you
Send it around, send it around.
You know, I've never compared these two before. But
mean,
now that
neither.
you say that, I feel like I want a muffin.
Muffins.
I do. A muffin does sound good right now, but
blueberry muffin,
I
the top-
crush donuts. I crush donuts.
Donuts, 100%.
The tops of a blueberry.
I
muffin.
argue even just the muffin top is better than
cake
donut.
My muffin top is
Coffee
all
cake.
that.
I
all
got a
that
problem
brown
with
sugar
donuts,
shit.
dude.
Unanimous muffin?
No.
No, we got at least two
Corn
donuts.
muffin with melted butter?
I gotta stand with
game
my guys.
over.
Corn muffin,
If we
you
were
said?
unanimous muffins, I was going to give somebody a card and go buy muffins.
Oh, yeah. Muffin. Hey, Joey, we're muffin, right?
Oh yeah. I went
Corn muffin.
I went to
It's
Dunkin's
best.
last week, and I pull this move a lot at restaurants and
Oh, yeah,
whatnot, where I'll ask for a
You'll
random
rob the
thing. I'm like,
place.
you guys
Yeah.
decide what I'm eating today.
Yeah, I hate this.
And so I said to the lady, I was like, oh, and just like whatever donut looks good. And she goes, oh, I don't eat donuts. And I was like, oh, okay. And she goes, if we were talking munchkins, then I could help you.
She knows all about munchkins.
I was like,
No
all right, let's talk
donuts,
about what a
though.
fucking munchkin is. It's a small donut.
What?
It's
is
the
the
same
whole
shit,
of a
lady.
donut.
It's actually the anti-donut.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's the negative space of a donut.
They call it, so I used to call them donut holes.
That's what they're called. And so Munchkin is the
like
Dunkin'
a
Donuts
Dunkin'
brand.
Donuts
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I learned
right.
a lot today.
All right, Joey. What do we think? You still thinking 6 or 7 games?
No, I'm thinking 5 games.
Wait,
I
Casey,
think
what'd
the
you take?
think the Bruins sweep out.
Muffin.
But I think
Muffin or donut?
Dude,
Muffins, yeah.
the last game was.
We watching
is
today?
it possible to pull up a clip, or is it too late to do that? Do you have to have it
Too late.
ready?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm down.
Very much too late.
Okay, very much too late.
Actually,
okay.
yeah, Joey, I got it right here.
Well, there was a crazy thing that happened last night in the NHL. A crazy injury that was pretty brutal, dude. And
What
if you got to imagine it right now, everybody close their eyes if you're watching at home.
Ready? Paint me a word picture.
All right, empty net. Puck gets dumped down deep behind said empty net. Player on the Canadiens goes, grabs it, and like standing behind the net, kind of does like a half wraparound, standing still. While standing there, Mark Scheifele of the Winnipeg Jets has a full sheet of ice to take a full speed run at this guy who's standing still, puts his shoulder to his chin, knocks him out before he hits the ice. Ragdolls, dude.
This was at the end of the game, I'm assuming.
Oh,
Yeah.
God damn, I gotta do another one of these.
Tough.
I just finished the same mug. I gotta do it again. Oh well.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Johnny, and I'm sorry to whoever that was on the Canadiens. Tough injury, but yeah, I mean, Bruins went out from here.
Are we,
Well, I closed
free
my eyes and
money.
I saw
What's
the
the-
highlight,
oh, never
so.
I don't need to watch the video. I just pictured it.
I
in my head.
literally
You saw it.
Are we
You
live
saw it.
streaming
Just
tonight?
saw it happen. Are we
watching the
live
game
stream?
tonight?
I live stream. I do it. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it.
Joe, you good to go?
Can you do it?
I'm gonna be at my parents' house with my infant son, But I'll be there.
He can go on the stream.
I'll be there.
He can come.
Yeah, if you guys want to meet my son, come on the
We're
stream.
watching hockey tonight, so come hop on if you want to watch some hockey with us. We'll set that up later.
You guys are live tweeting too, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You're live tweeting.
I'm not live tweeting. I don't give a shit.
7:30. I'm the Instagram guy.
All right. Have any viewer questions?
Yeah.
Real
I got some
quick.
viewer questions.
We can do one real quick.
Oh, we said we want to do a couple more. So I got one real quick. Big Nick, why don't you wear hats?
Why don't I wear hats? Just never was a hat guy.
Not a hat guy. Not a hat guy. So you said
If
you
I'm
are.
not a
You
hat
are.
guy, I'm not a
You know
hat
what I
guy.
mean?
That's a fair answer, dude.
We got a lot of hats here.
I came around on hats.
Yeah,
I
Dave used to
not
hate
be a
hats.
hat
Yeah,
guy.
Dave used to hate hats.
And now I wear them very often.
With my long hair, I like wearing
I think it was the hair. I used to have my hair very short.
hats and headbands. That's my go-to. And bucket hats now.
I've always been a hat guy.
I once had less hair.
What?
Really?
In fact,
You weren't born
yesterday
like
I
that?
did.
Whoa.
Yesterday I had less, and now
Yeah, more.
I have more.
Can't argue that. That's the damn truth right there.
All right, another question. I think I know the answer for all of you guys, but what is your most memorable Boston loss?
Game 7, Celtics versus Cavs,
No, I expected.
2018.
Patriots perfect season.
That's the answer I expected.
Shit.
Hell.
What was
Yeah,
the,
I'm
what-
changing.
Was that the one against the Eagles?
No, that was one
No,
against
it was
Giants.
against
that
the
was
Giants.
mine.
Damn.
That was one against the Eagles.
Yeah, that's mine too.
I-
That's mine too.
I got to go 2013 Stanley Cup when the Bruins lost in the last 14 seconds of Game 6. They were up 1, gave up 3 goals.
Yeah, that was tough too.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
I watched
Yeah,
it in a
I'm definitely
fucking
gonna go Patriots.
Applebee's.
Ugh.
That makes
That
it
was your
worse.
biggest problem.
That was the worst part.
I was gonna say
Mozzarella
Game 7.
sticks in front of me.
When Tatum dunked on
I don't even
LeBron,
want these mozzarella sticks anymore.
when Tatum dunked on LeBron, I was like, we're gonna lose now. I knew that very moment they were gonna go on a run, or we were gonna do absolutely nothing after that, and that's exactly what happened.
That's what happened.
After he made that shot, he did that dunk. He shot one more time the rest of that game, and it went in. It was the 3 the next possession he hit it. Didn't shoot a single time in the last 7 minutes of the game. The guy that posted LeBron and hit a 3 to put you up by 5 didn't shoot the rest of the game. I knew that they were going to lose after that.
I mean, was that not his rookie or
It was his
sophomore
rookie.
season?
No, it was his rookie year. It was his rookie year.
I'll answer for non-Boston. For me, it was Nats 2012. They blew a 6-0 lead in Game 5 of the NLDS.
Oh, wow.
That was brutal.
That sucks.
Yeah. That was the first time the Nats
Losing
made
a
the.
perfect season blows.
Yeah. But
Alrighty. I think that's all we got for today.
Wait, I got a loss. It's not
Last
memorable
night.
in that. Well, yes, it's not memorable in that like it should have been like a great thing, but probably just the worst thing that's happened in my sports fandom is the butt fumble and that whole game. Because that was probably the most atrocious game
Was
I've
it
ever
3
seen.
touchdowns and under
It
the
was
minute or
just,
something
it
like
was
that?
all, it was just all.
It was
all-
I remember
Thanksgiving.
that was Thanksgiving. I remember.
It was a
watching that.
Thanksgiving game.
I was in a hotel. I remember.
I was also in a
Was
hotel.
it Sanchez?
Really? We were in the same
Yeah.
hotel.
I was in New
yes, it
York.
was Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, keep that shit to yourselves over there, all right?
Dirty Sanchez.
Dirty Sanchez.
All right.
All right.
Alright, hit us with the outro.
All right, thank you for watching our show. Joey, thanks for showing up. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. Like I said about an hour ago, doesn't change from yesterday, the day before that, and the day before that, so on and so forth. But I'll keep reminding you, it's part of the gig. And, it's Casey's fault we're not getting no comments, so we'll make sure we get the comments tomorrow. Because
We got to 2 comments.
Tomorrow's
What do
We
you mean?
Casey's
had a
day.
lot more questions.
We got to 2 comments.
Casey,
Are you the comments
it's Casey's
guy?
day tomorrow, so
No.
we'll get to the comments.
Fridays are Casey days.
And
What?
we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Later.